when they can, but family don't know that.
All right, OG. So who do I have here with me today?
Kiki,
Kiki?
yes,
I love that name.
thank
I
you.
had a cousin named Kiki. So how old are you and what's your current living situation?
49, the homeless.
49 and homeless? I'm sorry to hear that, man. How long have you been homeless and what is a day in a life like for you, man? Out here.
Uh, it's been over a year since we're homeless. Yeah, a little over a year, and
This
most
is
of the
his
time,
wonderful wife. What is your name, ma'am?
Stacette.
Stacette? Now that's unique. You guys both have unique names. That's cool. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
49.
49? You guys look young. That's awesome. And how long have you been married?
13 years.
Now that is a salute. You make me feel good like, me and my wife got a chance. That's amazing. That's amazing, to say the least. But what's a day in the life like out here for you guys? What's the struggle like? Your husband was telling me that it's hard out here. Is it hustle and bustle? I
That's
mean,
all.
what's it
Yeah,
like?
like daily you get up to make sure you still have everything on your truck. We're the only one actually had a working vehicle on the street we were living on, so that's everyone asking every day, "Can I get a ride? Can I do this?" It's every day someone needs something needed.
Every day.
Yeah. And then it just, it gets worse. They want to put in gas or something. Gas
Yeah.
will take care of the maintenance.
Yeah.
$2 gas, and gas is down to $4. Come on now. But yeah, you got to go out and hustle, make your money, and try to live for the next day.
Yeah. So the reason why my channel does this is because I've been in a bad situation before, and I was able to climb out of it thanks to just mental fortitude, and I was just ready. I was ready. So I know it's hard to keep your belongings being out here. Like ID, social security card, things of that nature. If you don't mind me asking, do you guys have those things?
I do.
I did.
You did? They got
They,
stolen?
they did.
I'm so sorry to hear that, because that's how we offer help and things of that nature. But I wonder why that is something that people steal out here. Why?
They stole they took our whole purse, but it was a lady that we knew. Well, we know all the thieves over there. It don't
Yeah,
make no
that's
sense.
awful,
When
man.
my truck, when she took her to jail and they parked the truck, she told the police officer, TMP police, to lock the truck. They said, "Oh, I will." They left it open, and then one person told others
Vultures
down
got
here,
it.
and they all took off that way to Food City.
Did you say
They started looting
roaches?
my truck.
No,
Vultures.
vultures.
Oh, okay. You said roaches. Okay,
They
well,
roaches too.
That too.
okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that's
But
exactly what it
then
is.
it's the ones who borrow my tools daily, no longer asking to borrow my tools because they got what they needed from me out
Yeah.
of my truck. It don't matter. It was a tool. I can get it again. But the part that's what sucks is someone who I see daily,
Yeah,
who
it's
I
like
talk to
they'll
daily.
steal from you and
And they
then
grin in your
help you
face.
look for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Isn't that awful?
There's one guy who was steal and then he's the hero. Oh, look what I found. I found this. Everybody, they haven't caught up to. That's the thief right there. How can he find everything?
Everything all of
Yeah.
a sudden. I was just walking and found it. Yeah, there's a lot of that, but for the most part I see that Tempe, the camaraderie is alive and well for the most part. I mean, there's good and bad everywhere, but in comparison to where I've been, like say for instance, 27th Ave in Van Buren, or 27th Ave in I don't know, Bethany. It's
Yeah, it's getting bad down there.
crazy.
They said 27th Ave was a new Van Buren.
It's man, it's the track. It's
Yeah.
great. I'm talking like,
You got the blade.
I mean, yeah, the Blade. It's the Blade. Van Buren used to be the Blade down by Jimmy Jack's all the way.
Yeah.
Van Buren all the way up to the streets. But now 27, 51st, 67. So it's just. I mean, they don't even let you use restrooms in Phoenix. They do not let you use restrooms in Phoenix no more at all. You even if
Even
you
if you're a
buy
patron?
something, huh?
Even
It,
if you're a patron.
it don't even matter. The only place that I'm familiar with that have restrooms would be like big box stores, so like Walmart. But they watch you, especially if you come in with bags and things of that nature,
Oh
and they
yeah.
know you're displaced.
They
I
come
like
in
to
and
use
try
the
to
word
get walk in.
displaced. Yeah, Home Depot. But aside that, like Jack in the Box, McDonald's and stuff, they don't even let people eat inside almost. I mean, it's crazy, and that's why I do what I do. I want to note like what's going on. I mean, the influx of displaced people is crazy. Not only that, but the police are pushing everybody farther and farther out and out.
They were 10 years
Or
ago.
arresting them.
Yeah, they're arresting. They're like trying to make it be illegal to be
They said
displaced, and that's
They
not
said
cool.
that. They
And
said-
that's what we're trying to change,
Yeah,
and I'm
I'm
trying to do
49
it.
years old and I've never had a record in my life.
Until we were
That's
So
amazing.
Didn't have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting arrested for all
Parking.
sorts of little petty things.
Parking, trespassing, things of that
They
nature.
trespass them all over the place, try to every place because they're RV.
And those are misdemeanors, and they add up, and there's 6 months
But
you
they
can
never
take
came
it.
with any
I
Take
paperwork.
a
didn't
do.
even, I don't.
Do you have
even
that paperwork if you
misdemeanor.
trespass?
Yeah.
They have no paperwork. They told us we trespass.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
not
See,
a
so
sign,
that's
paperwork,
different.
Nothing. Okay, you trespassed me here for a year. I'm here for a year. For him for a year. No paperwork though. I said,
Yeah. By the time you, you know, you might forget like what park you're trespassed from. It's like every park is trespassing people that are displaced, and I don't know. I would say where are they supposed to go then?
They don't care.
Where are they supposed to go? And they don't, and that's what we're trying to change. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a hard fight, but that's what we do here on this channel, you know.
They
And we
actually
try
had
to
me,
help out.
They had me in custody, and I had court while I was in custody. They didn't take me to court. So
That's
when
something
I
they
got
do.
Got a
out,
bench warrant.
when I got out, I was picked up 2 more times because I missed court while in their custody.
Sorry
And they
to
said
hear
that was my fault because I'm responsible. My responsibility. I said, yeah, but I can't pick up the car keys and go to court because I'm in custody. And just for them to dismiss, they held me 13 days and then said, oh, it's dismissed. You don't have a case. Like, okay, thank you.
Man, that's awful. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And especially the first time being in there. You probably had to go down to Australia or something
Yeah, exactly.
with all them girls squawking and all that. Boy, they're crazy loud, huh?
They do a strip search and all that.
Oh,
I've never
yeah,
been
it's
so
awful,
violated in my
yeah.
life. It was
Yeah, it's concerning to say the least. I mean, the food is horrible. I mean, it's
Then they
worse
talk
on
to
the
you so
men's.
bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they treat you like you're nothing. It's just sad. It's sad. I mean, it's awful. It's awful. And that I wish we could change. Like they violate people's rights here on a daily basis, and no one does nothing about it. And when someone starts trying to, you know, if they get big enough to try to complain and make a little noise, they get that person.
Oh yeah.
So you got to be careful also, you know?
They stole our
retaliate
dog.
very easily.
Yeah.
They took one of our dogs and he told me I have 2 options: put the dog in my car or you're in handcuffs. There's not an option.
Really, that's not. I mean, which one do I pick? What would you pick, sir?
I told him not taking our dogs. Then
Yeah.
when his sergeant came in, he changed the attitude. That's when I got rowdy.
And
Yeah.
because our dog, she was older, she's 8 years old, but she had worms. And so I looked on Pinterest to find out how to do home remedies, and I treated them with garlic.
Oh, that works.
A couple days, you know, she started getting her energy back, and she was picking up weight. But then they stopped us, and they're like, "Oh, this dog is dying. She's below average." And I'm like, "Yeah, she had worms." My husband's explaining to them, and he said my wife treated it with garlic. And he had a fit. He was like, garlic is poisonous to dogs and all this
Oh,
stuff. My husband's like, no,
like
it's
they
not.
know.
I said, Google it.
Yeah.
But he pulled his phone all cocky. He Googled it and he just slid it back in his pocket and didn't say shit about it.
Yeah, because you knew what you were talking
Yeah,
about,
and
man.
when
That's
Google told him
impressive.
yeah, and then he slid back in his pocket and just went off. They stole it, but then when I got charged. A few
Yeah,
months,
they
a few
told us
months
that
later.
the sergeant comes out and he says, well, allow us to treat her just to get her better and
Yeah.
things like that. And he said, and then, you guys get her back. And so my husband's like, okay, well, I'll allow you, take her to the hospital and get her treated. And both of our dogs had crosses on their collars.
Okay, yeah.
So my husband's like, well, I'll put her in the car for you guys, because she doesn't know anybody and she's older, she's set in her ways and she might bite. Oh no, we have professionals, we know what we're doing.
I said, well, let me get her collar off, put her across.
Yeah.
Well, let's leave it on there until we get her to the hospital. And I would personally take it off. And I had him said, write this down. He said, no, my body camera's on. And I repeated it. What you gonna do? When I get her there, I would take her collar and her cross and bring it to you. Hour or so later, he comes back. Oh, she bit one of our officers. She bit one of the staff. So I couldn't get the cross off. Oh well, and he walks off.
Man, that's
it, that's
awful,
all.
man. I'm sorry that's happening to you
Then
guys.
they said the paperwork that they gave us said we're seizing your animal,
Oh,
and they
that's a
had a
new one.
hospital listed that they took her to. I called and called and called. They didn't have her.
Yeah, she's gone. That's awful. I
The
hope you get
hospital
her
said,
back.
we know we have your number, but no dog. I said, well, how does that make sense?
And then he has a court date, and they're trying to get him with cruelty to animals.
Yeah, oh, they hit me with
Oh,
cruelty to
man.
animals. If I didn't take their little plea, they charged me for years. I said, the cop said I force fed my dog. I force fed. I never said those words. That was his words. I said, that's not what happened because the judge is trying to read me. You're supposed to say yes to everything on a plea bargain. I said, well, she said, I didn't force feed my dog. Did she want to rip it up, set me just? I said, what are you doing? Well, you gotta say yes to rip. I said, that ain't what happened though. Did she want to rip the goddamn plea bargain up? I said, then you gotta say yes to everything.
Oh yeah, or else it won't be accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what. If you don't know, Arizona is one of the most plea signing states in the world. Period. People sign more pleas here than any other state, and that's just what it is. And plea is admitting guilt. That's the only way that works. So you gotta take away all your rights. You gotta admit guilt, and then they find you guilty of something. And then that's how a plea deal works, to give you minimized time or what have you. So we've talked a lot about what's going on out here. What was life like prior to you guys being displaced? If you don't mind me asking.
Life was good. We had a house.
Life was good?
Yeah, our son, he lived right across the street from school.
Man, that's beautiful.
I wore my garage, I had my tools and our toys, his quad, my quad, her quad.
Yeah, we had toys up the wazoo, and we would go snowboarding in the
Every winter.
and we'd go up to Show Low and take our
Every
toys
cabin.
with us.
Every winter we go get in a cabin and enjoy a week or two
Just
up there.
enjoy life.
Yeah, get away from here.
Get away
We
from the
invite
hustle and
family
bustle.
and we invite people to go with us. Some will go. Well, one time her cousin and her brother came, but then it was just us. But it was good, We go hit the snow. People, but you guys
Yeah.
black. Don't forget doing the snow. What? I snowboard. I used to snowboard. They got all my snowboards on.
Yeah, everybody has that. I'm one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I wouldn't want to swim in the ocean. I don't swim with sharks or
Yeah.
do nothing
Well,
like that.
I'm from
scared.
California, and then one time me and my buddy, my brother friend Tony, a white guy, he the one took me snowboarding.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Always a
Yeah.
lucky white friend. You got a
So,
cool white friend.
we went to the beach one day, and he didn't know the ocean. And then I went in water and touched his leg. Oh, he tried to walk up out of the water. He was he not used to it. He said, oh,
Yeah.
something got me.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's usually brothers who, don't like to swim or don't definitely, like me personally, I can't do the ocean. I'm
That's why I
scared to
tried.
death.
No, she's
Yeah.
a swimmer. I said, I don't swim, but I come out that water.
Yeah, okay.
She's a swimmer.
Yeah.
Get raised with a pool.
So life was good, huh? What happened? What, if you don't mind me asking, what happened that ended up in you two being displaced?
I lost my job.
He lost his job, and I ended up having to have back surgery, so I couldn't go back to doing what I was doing before.
What were you doing, if you don't
I
mind
was
me?
a lab supervisor.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, she was off, but she had been off for a minute. Her and her son, we was in Challenge and moved here to Tempe.
Okay.
And everything's still good, even though when she stopped working, I took care of everything. We took care of she took care of the house, I took care of bringing in bill money.
Yeah, fair exchange, not a robbery.
Yeah.
That's how it works, Yeah.
3-bedroom house, garage, big backyard,
Man.
car. I had my Titan, it used to be a little better than this, but she had BMW, then to a Lexus, and then
Y'all were the
lost my
prime
check.
example of what to be for, brothers and sisters out here.
I lost my
It's an
weekly
example,
check.
man.
Lost a job I had, and like I said, I sold shit. I sold stuff. We had enough stuff in our garage in our house.
Yeah, we
Sold
had
stuff
enough
for a
to
year.
stay afloat for a year.
Man, that is astonishing. I mean, that's what your husband was saying, and I was just like, wow, that must have been a lot of stuff, So that means you guys were definitely
We had
living,
nice- yeah.
We had
above
more
and
than
beyond your means. You
Yeah.
guys were doing
The
good.
3-bedroom house, my son, he slept with us from day one. He went in the other room.
Yeah.
So the other 2 rooms, one was his game room, the other one was his toy room. And then he
Yeah.
had a trampoline. When COVID hit, he had a trampoline. He had a trampoline in the kitchen there, in the dining room area.
Oh
All
yeah,
his friends
y'all
come
was
over there. You have a trampoline inside? Yeah, he was.
y'all was
He was a
living,
star.
huh?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool. And then so what was the transition like for you guys? I mean, obviously in my head, I'm not, but I just want to hear it from your guys'
It was
point of view.
punch in the gut.
It was different from her. I was raised on the streets.
So you already knew kind of what to expect.
Yeah, and I had to help her motor, like this what to do, this not to do, and lock that door when we sleep in. Right window level. It was a lot.
Yeah,
a lot for her
bunch.
to adjust, and she can't do. So then we stayed in hotels for a lot.
Oh
That
the
burned
hotel
it down
game,
quick.
that'll run you
That
down
burned-
crazy.
It burned the money. I mean,
Yeah.
just weeks at a time. Then
Yeah, it's like 500,
You get one more day.
1,500. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's better outside, but I still got to prepare for. And she adapted quickly. I mean, shit. When I was in jail, she done what she had to do. I was like, fuck, I need somebody out there to help her. But shit, she took care of it. She made
That's how good women do, man. It looks like you got you somebody.
Yeah.
And I wanted to let you guys know, both of you guys have not, and by any means, let the streets, engulf you guys. You guys both have a strong mentality state. I definitely can see it. I talk to people all over Arizona, and they're like SMI. They're definitely off a little bit, and some aren't. Some are cool too, but some are, and the streets have totally, tore them apart. And, all I could say is it don't seem like that at all. You guys are definitely strong-minded people, and that's a good thing. You got your wits about yourself, and I think you together are going to be able to definitely bounce back. I just can't see that you guys are going to be out here too much longer.
They asked me, well, why aren't you working? I can get a job easy, no problem. Got CDL, but it's hard to go work when you can't bathe, can't refresh yourself and freshen up.
Oh yeah, they want you to be clean and all this. Yeah.
Can't get enough sleep. Yeah, that too. Or any noise, no. My dog, her dog go to barking. I say her dog because I got the charge. So I can't be around. I can't possess a dog.
That's crazy. That's awful, man.
Yeah, so it's a lot of shit, but mainly I will not go to my work and offend them with the body order and shit like that.
Yeah. And so you mentioned that, you had to go to jail or separate. How was that like out here for you? If you don't mind expounding on that, like what was that like? I mean, because being out here by yourself is totally different opposed to being together. Am I right? And what say you? What was it like out here by yourself? I'm sure it was crazy. The men are crazy, and it's just
at first. I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid because I'm like,
you have a right to be.
It's
scary.
what am I gonna do?
But backup protector.
Yeah, my dog is.
Is
excellent.
Yeah.
And but I will say I had a bunch of people that are in our little camp area that
looked
two
out.
of the gentlemen were like, okay, if you don't mind, we'll stay closer to you. We'll move our stuff over here. That way, at least Kiki doesn't have to worry that you're gonna be here by yourself and all stuff. I said, I appreciate that, And for the most part, they were very helpful. But then you have those others that start, moving in on you, and those were the ones with the sticky fingers. And they want you to think, oh, I'm here to help you, bro. Don't worry about anything. And so I started noticing my shit disappearing. Like,
they made a box, a cardboard box camp on the back of my RV without permission. They made a little house and a little room section. I said, what? Just moved in and just started moving shit out.
And as we were, once he did get out and we're, moving everything and trying to, get all of our stuff in order, so because we knew the city was going to come through and make everybody move. But we're going through these shopping carts that were in the back of our RV, and there's our shit in there. And I'm like, what in the world? I mean, they were just so bold about it, just
that's
right in my
awful.
face, just taking our shit. And I'm like, wow. And you don't know who you can trust. You don't know whether they actually want to be your friend and help you, or do they just want to take advantage of me, because I'm in this state. And
wait for you to fall asleep, move. Because like I was telling your husband, sleep paralysis or, going to sleep is a big thing out here. They'll wait. If you stay up, they'll wait for you they'll wait. Like say you stay up for a lot of people. I want to expound on that too. A lot of people that I've spoke to they have to use like glass, things of that nature to try to stay up so they don't succumb to people stealing their things, right? But there's people out here that literally watch you. Oh, she took it. She did that this day. She did that this day. Oh, it's about 4 days.
Right there in the dark, right there, they post up. I already seen
Yeah,
them
it's like
moving.
it's about 4 days since she been asleep. Hold on, it's coming.
Trying to move
And then
in.
that's how they do it, and it's just awful, man.
And on the other side of that, we've become the couple that they know that we're not going to go through their bags, we're not going to take their belongings. It's not ours, so we don't touch it. And they will literally bring their things, put them in our spot, and then just go off for days on end. And we just have this mound that's piling up of other people's belongings because they feel it's safe to leave their stuff with us because they know we're not grimy and not going to take their stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you kidding me?
Purses,
We're
I
not
would
storage
put in.
either.
I would put purses and backpack inside the truck, but then they don't want to come and get it. Then you got too much. I go, he ain't got no place. The dog ain't no place to stay. I start putting shit back here, and then like this is too much. We can't do this anymore.
Yeah, this is turning into a whole thing now.
Because we don't-
Yeah,
if
so
we
you're
don't,
damned
we'll
if you
be-
do, damned if you don't, damned if you do.
We don't.
Man, I'm
if
so
it's your
sorry
bag,
for
you
that.
bring it. You ask them to put it in there. Okay, a little while, not 3 weeks, not a month. It's got to bad only once. I told her, I said, we got to call this dude that he had to come get this stuff. He left 4 or 5 bags.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
You know,
It's too
and
much.
then he was protected against his shit, but understood, and he had to go out and do the hustle. I said, you clean your bags. But I thought he was coming back that night.
Yeah.
3 days later, you went to call him, bro, come get your stuff.
Or I'm leaving it out here, yeah. And almost last but not least, I always like to ask, so where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 years from now, if you could think that far ahead?
Back on my feet, definitely in the house.
Man, that's awesome, man. That's what I wanted to hear. I knew it. I wanted to hear. I already knew you were. I just wanted to hear it come from y'all because I think let me rephrase that. I know you guys can do it. You know, you guys are a strong couple, and it even gave me some new hope. Like, you know, me and my wife over there, like that just makes it feels good that I see. You know, some people think like you're a square or something like that for being married, but I've been married for many years and I love it. It's probably the best thing that happened to me, and you know, also love for my mom and stuff. I wanted to ask you guys, how's your family? You know, how do they know about your situation and how do they feel about it?
Most of my family don't know. Only my mom and my sister. That's something you want to tell everybody.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then, almost last but not least, I wanted to say, do you guys have a Cash App or anything that you could shout out if anybody has the finances, the means, the ability, or they just feel compassionate about your guys' story to help this young couple here? You know, is there anything you guys would want or need?
Yeah, we have a Cash App, but but right now I don't need my truck is broke down. I just need an alternator and a serpentine belt to get it back on the road. This is our house, our pretty much everything, our storage. This is all we got right now until I get back rolling.
You want to shout your Cash App out?
You know what?
You said it's dollar sign.
It's $JAXON 171520.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's
Go
his
get
birthday.
it. Yes, it's his birthday.
It's 2/17/15.
Oh yeah, that's the number.
Yeah, say it again so we can get it right.
It's $JAXON 21715 21715.
All right, there it is there. And last but not least, do you mind me showcasing this and putting this on my social media app so people can know that it's okay to come talk to you guys? You know, don't be afraid. You know, they like to have conversation. And as I stated earlier, people are just a slip away, a check away, a mishap away, a run-in away from being displaced themselves. So be cool.
Yeah, you don't mind. She don't want her face on camera.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yep. Yep.
If it's gonna help, it's okay.
Thank you guys. God bless you guys, and hopefully next time I see you guys, you'll be getting a hand up, or definitely in a better situation or place than you are now. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.